Like, did it matter what one I jumped in there, or? I'm wondering. Like, is this a game with multiple like pathways? I wonder. These are straightforward and right. Sofa, sofa. The hell? This is a interesting forest. I will say the gameplay feels a little clunky, a little sluggish. Like the camera and obviously the movement of the fox. You know, it's a game, so it's excusable, but it is a little funny to see at. Just like see. Wait, what? I don't know. I don't know. Okay. I'm holding B. I'm hitting B. It's just glitched? I don't know. I want to figure this out, damn it. Oh, wow. Commentary mode. You can like close up. You can see through. Oh god. It's a little creepy. Oh, I see. We can. That's a nice feature. I like that. Get real close. Yeah, game. I don't know what. Oh, there we go. I don't know if that was timing or what. Going camping. I have to be honest, there's a little part of me that's a little annoyed that you don't move faster. Like, I'm sprinting right now, but this almost feels like a jog, you know? Like, or like a fast walk. I know foxes can run faster than this, god damn it. I can understand, like, you know, the decision though. They probably really want you to take in the environment and the atmosphere. And also probably helps with being able to have dialogue speak without you getting to the next thing that will trigger dialogue, if that makes sense. So you don't have overlapping dialogue or anything like that. But they could have put a system in place for that too.
On our property, there were old abandoned pieces of a shed and car long left unused. I used to ask him all the time who those people were that left all this junk. And I'm sure he got so tired of hearing it that he made up some elaborate stories how a brown bear ate them and haunted the woods afterwards. What's funny is I think it made those people seem more real. Growing up thinking they were still hanging out like they couldn't say goodbye. I used to tell my friends how I could swear I saw spirits move near the water, and that always freaked them out. I guess it didn't bother me, because the way I saw it, they were normal people with old cars and sheds, just trying to figure out how to survive and be happy in the middle of nowhere. It was a cool thought that they didn't want to leave, but you know, I was a weird kid.
Well, you had good company since those ghosts liked living in a place where they were brutally devoured.
Oh, you can like stand vertically. Whenever I think of vertically, I think of Brian Regan doing his Pop-Tart joke. If you've ever seen that, it's so funny. I'm gonna go get this first if I can. There we go. I think it has to be in the rock. Joseph, find your name. I found my name? Oh my god.
Even at my most distant, at the times when I detested him the most, he kept reaching out. For a year straight, he asked me every week when we were going camping. I thought he was just dense. Eventually, to shut him up, I agreed. We carried out the worn lawn chairs from the garage and set up a cinder block campfire at the site we'd always used behind the house. We walked down the mountain path, talking in the warm sunshine we only got a couple months of the year. Those 3 obsidian rocks shimmered alongside the shore, almost like sparklers pressed against a dark window. I'll never forget that wet stone on my feet, or how those massive mountains looked even bigger in the lake's reflection. I felt small, but grateful. As the sun set, my dad found something I hadn't seen for a long time. The tree where I'd made my first carving when I was 6. I hadn't even carved it. My dad had helped me, but I still called it my tree. Something about seeing my name there made me open up, and we talked about everything that night in that old camouflage tent. I told him how much I love sketching and design, and how it would be a dream to study architecture in Seattle. I told him how I didn't get along with my friends much anymore, but that I didn't mind being alone. He told me he was there for me, and he joked that if all he had to do was write my name on a tree to finally get me to talk, he would have left me carved logs with novels on them in front of my room every morning. I don't know why it took me that long to realize it, but it was then I knew how much he had sacrificed for me.
It's getting pretty amazing. With the story, I'm pretty intrigued by it. I want to know where the guy's mom is. I am always a little annoyed when I watch a movie or playing a game that has kind of a cliched story where it's like the dad is stuck raising this kid all by his lonesome because the mom died during childbirth or died shortly after, or like, you know, I'm just tired of that cliche plot. And like, you know, I myself have grown up with only a mom, really, so.
My dad built a lot of stuff in his free time. If he wasn't watching fly fishing or reading Tom Clancy novels, he was carving something.
Nice one.
He made tons of birdhouses. Not that he was into bird watching, but I think he really missed working and adding on to the home. If he couldn't afford the time to build onto our own house, he would have to settle with watching birds move into their little homes. We kept an old mattress in the bed of that ugly yellow truck, so we would drive it deep into the woods and then watch the birds fly into their houses while the sun set. Usually it was accompanied by venison jerky or a cold Coke, but not a lot of talking, which is how we both liked it.
I guess I'm also trying to imagine like the timeline this happened in. I kind of feel like maybe he grew up, like he was born late 60s, grew up in the 70s. Is that? Oh, it's a camera. Hello. But yeah, I'm loving how, like, you know, he mentioned something, the truck, the bed, all these things, and you can actually find them, which is really cool. Because it helps give you a better idea of like the story. Sure, it's not all perfect, but it's like I enjoyed the visual as well as hearing it, you know. And if anything, if you find something earlier, like the truck or the bed, before you hear it, you wonder why that's there. It gives you like a little hint, like, okay, well, there's something to do with this bed. I'm trying to find, like, I want to find the last rock that has the thing that's going in and out of it. The other two we found. Oh, it's a boombox. That's what I know them as. Yeah, if you don't got patience, you're gonna hate this game. Cause you move pretty slow in this game, holy shit.
We were happiest underneath the evergreens. We decided it was time to finally map out the hundreds of acres we lived on just to pass the time during the summer. He was only free in the evenings, so I would spend the day wasting time on dial-up internet and sketching.
Oh.
And then we would rush into the woods, pen and map in hand, before evening fell. Sometimes, the aurora borealis would cast a cold green glow on the mountainside, and we would finish our route underneath a twilight sky. Sometimes I was lonely during those summer days, but there was comfort in the routine.
A lot of teenagers aren't looking for the daily grind, though. There's nothing wrong with wanting to get out, to leave your childhood home. You wanted to progress, to make something of yourself.
Yeah, you're right. That house. I'm sure it's the same as how I left it. But then why does it feel so different?
I doubt you're the only adult to have looked back and asked that question.
Dial-up internet. What was that? I want to say that was the 90s. I'm pretty sure that's before my time, but I've heard of it at least, so. Okay, it looks like this could lead to the area. Dial-up internet. Oh my god. put that up just a bit. Anyone that knows me knows that I don't play on high sensitivities. I can't handle high sensitivities, so. God, I don't know where to go. Like, I'm giving these different paths, and I don't know. Like, I don't know if you can. Like, I don't think you need to grab all the stars, but I'm guessing you can skip some stuff, right? Okay, so it's just over here then. I wonder how Some Call Me Johnny would review this game. He'd probably say it's like Journey or what was it? I think there was another game he did where it's more of an experience than a game, if that makes sense. Like, yeah, it's still a game. Oh, there it is. But it's more like it's more about really more about the story than. There you go. Okay. I hear cracking. Okay, so I guess you had to do that. But it's really like so much. It's so much about the story that you more experience it than really play it, if that makes sense. Which isn't a bad thing, but it's it can kind of be hard to recommend as a game. Never gonna get sick of that. It's like his feet don't even move. It's like they stay on the same point. There's a part of me that feels like you can get up there, but I don't know. Actually, there's... Yeah, I think you can. There's a light up there. I haven't seen any butterflies in this area though, so... Okay, that's just the... Camera's so wonky. Like, you really gotta play this game to understand what I'm getting at with this camera. It just feels a little clumsy and sluggish. And it's not because my sensitivity is low, it just feels sluggish. Okay, that light, is that just... I wanna say that's just the stone. Also, considering that the noise we heard was branches cracking and stuff, I feel like that was probably those trees or whatever that were in the way earlier. Those probably moved out of the way, so now we have a bit of a walk back. Let's see if my theory is correct. Fucking what way did we come from? We really had to come out here. I'm running. This is as fast as I'm going. Sorry, folks. I also don't think I'll be cutting any of this out because I kind of feel like this is part of the game. Like this is kind of part, you know, it's part of what the game is supposed to be. You see these beautiful environments